Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Ashley, and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and fun savings challenges to help us meet our financial goals. If that's content that interests you and you'd like to see more, then consider subscribing because we'd love to have you join us on our journey to becoming debt-free. With that, let's get into today's video. Hey, y'all! It's Savings Sunday, my favorite day of the week because we get to play in our savings challenges and make progress towards our goals. Today, we'll be working through our weekly savings binder, and we also get to play our spooky box challenge. First up, we're going to start with our weekly challenges. Get that binder out. And today, I've set aside $100 that I have to play with here. So as I mentioned in some of my previous, since this is our weekly paycheck, we don't have quite as much to play with, but that's okay. Every little bit gets us closer to hitting our goals. So we're going to go with it. I have $100 here. I'm going to count 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oops. What are you doing, Ashley? Come on. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, and 100. All right. So we're going to get this put into our cash tray and we will dig into our challenges. Savings Sunday. I love a good Sunday. How are you all doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. If you're watching this on Sunday, or if you happen to catch it on Monday or whatever day, I hope you're having a good week. Weekends never seem long enough, do they? Sure don't. All right, so starting out, we always start with our monthly savings challenge. For August, we've gotten quite a few done. Because we are tighter on money this week, I'm going to be cautious. We still have a few weeks of in August to get caught up. And I feel like if I take one of these $20 icons out, that's going to take out our ability to get through the binder. So for now, I think I will start with, I'll probably regret this later. Let's do the $10 towel and the $2 sunscreen. The orange and yellow for our towel. So it's been raining here all day. Nice and cool in the 80s, which is very abnormal for this time of year here where we live. But I am not complaining. It is nice. Very wet. Actually under a flood advisory, which is nice when you've had no rain. What it is about the weather, it's like no rain, and then, it dumps a ton of rain. So everything floods, but seems to be letting up and just staying kind of cloudy. So I had to wait until I had enough light coming through the window to get good lighting for the video. Now we're off and going. I spent most of the weekend working on my physical product launch for the Etsy shop. I will also be recording a video today and showing those products off. Hopefully I can get that edited up as quickly as possible as well. And as soon as I send that up, I will get to launch the products in the shop. I'm very excited about it. I've been working on them for a very long time. This will be my first physical product launch, so a little bit nervous about the whole process of shipping, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So we got $12 going into our August savings challenge here. Let's go ahead and see how much we have. Organize it here. All right, let's see if I've remembered how to count this time. 20, 30, 45, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So we are officially halfway through to finishing our August challenge. So Exciting. Yay. All right. So here we are again to our back to school savings challenge. So I mentioned the last time that my sons are starting back to school this coming week. So obviously I'm not going to get this done. I had already set aside quite a bit of money for back to school. So we've already bought our school supplies and, the things they need to get started. But we're going to keep going on this because I'm going to add it to all of those other extra expenses that we tend to have, school lunch fund, field trips, birthdays, teacher appreciation. There are always lots of expenses that come our way. So for today, we're going to put $10 in just to keep that fund going, even though it's a back to school. So today, as of today and back to school, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 45, which basically covers about 1 month of lunches for one of my kiddos. All right. Okay, just like last time, I still haven't moved this to the back. What we're going to do, shut the box, but we're going to save it to the end. So moving on to one of my favorites, the Hocus Pocus challenge from Spooky Budgets. And I'm going to get out our awesome cards here, ones that we haven't done. And I learned my lesson last time. I drew 2 cards and I got a little greedy, and Winifred certainly made us pay for that. So this time, just to be cautious, I'm going to draw 1 card and we'll see what we get. So we'll take this one, the Hermit. Let's see what the Hermit has in store for us today. All right, let me move this just a little bit so I can get a good... It's a 7. Is it only a 7 or is there a 1? Oh no! See, I was smart today. If I had drawn 2, we would be pretty much done. So $17 for our Hermit. I need to get my... Oh, there we go. Gotta have your nifty vacuum. Okay, $17 going in to Hocus Pocus. I wonder if I have $3 back here. If I do, I don't. We're not going to be able to do that today, so we'll just go with it. All right, get this organized here. All right, let's see how much Hocus Pocus has saved us so far. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 57, 58, and 59. $59 for Hocus Pocus so far. With that 17, we will put this card away and on to the next challenge. So excited for fall. It's still not technically fall here. We're going to have some hot weather returning this week. So, boo for that. Now, speaking of boo, we've got our cute but creepy ghost here. Another one of the physical product launch that I'm going to be announcing today, hopefully. So this will be available in my shop. It saves $50 total. Let's do a dice here. 1. And so we will scratch this one. All right, little ghosty wants 6. Not too bad. Well, I need to get some change. Let me trade this in. So if you're new to the channel, you might notice that we're not using real dollars, we're using prop dollars, and this is just an imperfect example of why. Right? I'm able to very easily access whatever denomination I need, and I don't have to worry about making change. So now I have the 6 that I need. All of the money for my savings challenges that are here in prop dollars already been transferred over to my long-term savings in my Ally High Yield Savings account. So it's definitely accounted for, and it's making interest every day working for us. So that's where we have that. And then whenever I finish a challenge, I will transfer the money from the spot it's in the Ally account to whatever sinking fund is supposed to be in. So let's see what Cute But Creepy has got us. 15, 20, and 21 of 50. So we're making progress on that one. Okay, let's see here. Next up, another favorite. This is Bougie from Liz and Les, one of her sticker challenges. And we have our ghosts here at the coffee shop. We've gotten 2 ghosts and they both have coffee, so now we need to pick another. Let's see. Should we get a big one out of the way? Yeah, let's get a big one out of the way. Let's do $11 here. This little ghost is going to be over here, just walking in the door from shopping, I think. So we're going to do $11, and our little coffee shop is starting to fill up. All right. This one hasn't got their coffee yet, so we're not going to give them a coffee. $11 going in here. And I'm going to trade this in for 2 10s. So $11. Let's see how much our Bougie challenge has gotten us so far. All right, so we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 32, 34, and 35. So not too bad. We could actually trade in these 2 10s. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, just so we don't have to make change again here in a minute. All right, so we still have 35 going into our Bougie challenge. Such a cute. I would collect all of Liz's challenges if I could justify the cost. So I do have to hold back on that, but I have quite a few in mind that I would certainly like to take advantage of. All right, so here's another from my physical product launch. It says Witches Be Crazy. It's part of a set where you can buy these individually, and I will show you those here in my upcoming launch video, but we want us to scratch the first one. This challenge saves 60. Overall, these black stickers have a weird consistency to them, but I really like them. All right. So $4 for Witches Be Crazy. We're going to use 2 2s here. And we're going to see how much we have saved so far. All right. 5, 10, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, and 23 out of 60. So we're making progress on this one as well. Moving on to another one of the sets that I'm going to be launching. Okay, so we can read what that says. This crazy bat here. I just think it makes me laugh because that's how I feel sometimes. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a total of 75, so these numbers can tend to be a tiny bit spicier. Of course, I don't remember where I put them, even though I made the challenge. But today, just a 3. Like this last 2 and this one. All right. I am fully admitting that I am not ready for school to start. I am very overwhelmed and not prepared, but I have faith. I'm going to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, and 27 out of 75. So we still got a little ways to go on that one. How are you guys doing? Those of you who have kiddos starting, have they already started? Are they fixing to start? How are you doing? Do you always feel like it catches you off guard like me? I definitely never seem to be as prepared as I'm going to think I'm going to be anyways. All right, 1. Lots of 1s today. So this witch needs coffee. It's another one of mine. All right. She needs $10, so she needs an extra large. What is it? A venti coffee from that place that charges so much. $10 for this one. Let's see what we've got so far. 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 29. 29 out of a total of 50. All right. And we're getting to the back here. This one from my Fall Vibe set, Just a Girl Who Loves Fall. And I do oh so very much. Yay! Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what it's got in store. Oh, a 2. See, this is why I love fall. It's so nice. It's so cozy. It's so comforting. 2 it is. Oh, our last 2. We might end up making more change here in just a minute. Right, let's see what we've got in this challenge so far. 5, 10, 15, 17, 19, 20, 21, and 22 out of 55. So we've got, we're about halfway, rounding up a little bit. All right, so back into the binder here, which are our Roll the Dice, which we haven't actually played as a game. We've been using as a kind of a catch-all, but we will eventually use it as a game where you roll the dice. I don't think today I want to start there, though. I think I'm going to go back and I want to revisit a couple of things. I have, it looks like about, I have 25 left, so I've got a little bit more than I thought. So that's nice. I think I'm going to go ahead, because I definitely want to play Shut the Box. I think I'm going to go ahead and put another, you know what? Let's just play Shut the Box first, see how it does us. We might even be able to play 3 rounds. Okay, and just to remind you how we play this game, you can play it a couple of different ways. We're playing it the low income way today. So as we play, if I'm able to cross the box off, that doesn't cost me anything. Any boxes that I'm not able to cross off, which we will color in green, those I will pay $1 per box. Now, if we actually shut the box and are able to close all 10 or all 9, then we will be paying $10. So I think it's wise to go ahead and play this first, because I think I would like to try to play all 3 rounds if possible. And if we end up shutting the box, then we will need these $10 over here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. All right, we've got a 3 and a 6. So that's going to be 9. Let's go ahead and cross off that 9. And you know what? I am feeling like a perfectionist today, so we're going to color in the box the right way. Let's see what's next. An 8. Well, that is starting to line up the way we want it to, huh? These dice gonna still roll, keep rolling in our favor. Oh no, another 8. So we have a couple of choices. We can do 5 and 3. We can do 6 and 2, or 7 and 1. I think I'm gonna stick with 7 and 1. Hopefully we don't regret that decision. I love a good shut the box game. It's just so fun. Fun to play with dice. All right. 5 and 2. So that's 7. We can do 4 and 3. I'm going to do that. I don't want to cross off my 2 until I absolutely have to. Sometimes you can get those snake eyes, and that can be the end of the game if you've already crossed off that 2. Uh-oh. 10. Well, guess what? We're out of the game anyways. We don't have any combinations that will make 10, so we are going to owe $3. All right. I'm going to trade this 5 in for 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to pull the 3 that we owe so far. And set it right here. Let's play another round. What's your favorite games to play? Do you like dice as much as I do? That would be 9. Good start. I like the sound of the dice. It comes down the dice tower. Although, I'm thinking I'm going to have to get a new dice tower. My husband and I actually made this one, which was a fun project. Okay, this is 11, so 8 and 3. We worked together on it to make it look like a birdhouse, and I just love it. It's absolutely adorable, but I actually have a hard time seeing the numbers when it comes down. So I'm debating on getting a smaller dice tower. Okay, so that's 6. We'll just cross off that 6. I'm going to put the lid on here so I don't have to keep doing that. 8. So we have a couple of options. No, we don't. No, we don't. It's 7 and 1. That is our option. Love, love, love. Shut the box. But I'm not very lucky at it. Hey, 2 and 2 makes 4. So we need a 7 and we will shut the box. Is it going to be nice? Let's see. 7. Oh my gosh. See, I just had a feeling we shut the box. This is the first time on this game board we have shut the box. And as I mentioned earlier, because we shut the box, we owe $10. So I'm sure glad we saved that $10. How about another round? I'm just going to keep this pink marker open because I have a feeling we're going to be lucky again. All right, 6 to start us off. Our last round of Shut the Box. No worries though. This 8. This challenge is laminated. So I can take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a magic eraser and fairly easily 7. Am I looking at that right? Yep, 7. Very easily clean it off and go again, which we absolutely will do. 9. Uh-oh. I think this game really wants me to pay some money today. Let's see. So we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, that is a 6, 4, and a 2, in case you can't see that. So let's do the 5 and the 1. Ooh, it's getting close. 7, 4, and 3. Oh, man. Okay, so now we're down to a very low number. It's under 6, and it's very, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to choose to just go down to 1 dice. 4. Okay, so we did not. Man, we came very close to shutting the box, but we are going to owe $1 to this final round of Shut the Box. Yeah, so as I said, this will be laminated, so I'll be able to clean it off and bring it back for next week's challenge, and we'll always be playing a round or 2 or 3 of Shut the Box. This is available in my Etsy shop as a digital download, and you can print it off in this size or really any size you want by using the printing settings. So if you're interested in doing that and playing along with us, you can find that in my shop. All right, let's see. So the good news is this means we have completed a challenge for this week. So that's exciting. So we need to see how much Shut the Box over the last couple of weeks saved us. 10, 15, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. All right, $31 playing low income Shut the Box. And how much fun did we have? So that's amazing. I wasn't really expecting to finish a challenge, so I need to grab a paper clip. So hold, please. All right, $31. And I still have yet to get me a bell yet, but we definitely want to celebrate a win when we get them. Even the small ones is a win. $31 saved. It's going to go in our Save to Sync folder right here along with our mini that we completed last week. And there it is. So exciting, exciting. And then one other thing we need to take care of, we have our Ding 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 challenge, which is a freebie offered by Donna, powered by Creativity, where we are going to add $1 for every savings challenge we complete. So we are now up to 2. All right. Okay, so yay! Another challenge completed. Go us. All right, so we now have $11 left. let's figure out what we want to do with that. So we have a couple of larger icons left on our August savings challenge. We might be grateful for doing that because we do try to wrap this up before the end of the month. So we could put our $10 there for sure. I could color in another apple for $10 to the back to school savings. I am not taking a risk on Hocus Pocus. It's just too risky. Really, all of these are fairly small enough. So, though, I have time on those. So I think that I am going to do the smart thing and color in an umbrella on our August savings challenge for $10. I'm going to color this in. I will fast forward it. All right, and then adding $10 in. Let's go ahead and count one more time just to see where we are. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 57, 58, 59, and 60. So even closer than we were a few minutes ago. We'll be able to get that wrapped up. All right, so now we have $1 left. So we're going to go back to the very back and visit our Roll the Dice challenge and color in a 1 so that we do not end up with the dreaded IOU. All right, we'll count this another time. We don't have very many. We can tell that we have a total of $3 here in the Roll the Dice, but we are walking away from our weekly savings challenge binder with 0 IOUs and a lot of progress made with just $100. So go us. All right. So now it's time to move on to Spooky Box. All right, Spooky Box is a challenge offered by GB over at Income Babes. It's a digital download. You can print it off and laminate it, and it has been just so much fun. So I am excited to get to play again today with you. Now, we have a smaller amount than we have had the last 2 times we've played, but as I said before, every little bit certainly counts and makes a difference. So we're going to work with what we've got. Looks like my notes say we have $40, so we're going to count. This really looks like $20. Let me double check my budgeting worksheet. Just 1 second. Nope, I'm glad I checked. It is $20. So we definitely have a much smaller amount to play with today, but we're still going to play. Every little bit adds up. So we have $10 in fives, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $10 in our spooky prop money to make 20. All right, and we have our spooky box cards. We don't have very many left that we haven't played, so we're going to put those right there. And then here in the back, we have our, I call spicy cards. They're large and in charge, and they make the game very, very interesting. So let's put those there, put our small cards there, and let's get to playing. All right, should we start with a small card? Well, okay, we're looking for a potion. So that's going to be somewhere in our sections here. We've already done this one and this one, this one. Here it is. Oh, guess what? We forgot of our IOU, and since we put it right there, we're not going to. So we already owe this section $1. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that right there. You've seen it. You've seen it here. All right. And then it says here that we need to find the green potion, which we did. It's $6, and we need to add an extra potion fee. So $7. All right. So $7 going in to section 6 plus our IOU. We're going to put that right back there. Again, we're not counting how much we have in each section. We want it to be a surprise. So we're not going to do that. And all we're going to do here is cross it off and put this card aside. All right, moving on. Let's do a big card. All right, so we have trick or treat. So remember, we did the bigger icons first when we had more money. So, we don't always have that amount of money. So today we have a much smaller amount, and I'm really glad that I left some of these smaller icons open to play. So I'm going to pull our trick or treat challenge out, and I'm going to go ahead so we can play longer. Do the $1 here and add that in. All right. And then I'm not going to forget here to also color in my trick or treat bucket. And there we go. $1 buys us another moment of play. I'm going to try that. Okay, let's see what we got up next. How about another big card? Play 13 ghosts. All right, that's up here at the front. This is a roll and save. We're going to do our purple dice. A 1, another 1. Man, our game is being nice to us today. So we need to pick another ghost that's going to be worth 1. I'm thinking our little witch down here can be 1. And in it goes. I love this game. You guys, if you haven't already checked out GB and her box challenges, if you can afford to do so, it makes sense budget-wise, go check it out because I'm telling you, they're just too much fun and it's hard to resist. All right, so back to our trick-or-treat challenge with the candy apples. And we haven't done any of these. And I'm going to stick with the $1 icon. I'm going to color this. I love a good candy apple. How about you? It's like one of my favorites, but I like it. They don't like to get sticky. And they're kind of hard to eat. So I like it when they cut the apple pieces up and then put the caramel on. No, it kind of defeats the purpose, but that's how I like to do it. Sometimes they'll do that. Some of those vendors will do that at the fair. All right, let's go back to our small cards and see what we've got. Search and save. So we're looking for these 2 bats here with the moon. There they are, $7. All right, let's see if we've got it. 5, 6, and 7. $7 going into section 3. And I do believe, yes, that does actually complete section 3, unless any of these cards have any unexpected surprises waiting for us. So as far as the icons being marked off, we have completed it, but as we've learned, these cards have surprises in store, so we don't really ever know that we're done until our cards are gone. All right. We are down to $2. Do we risk it? Sure. Why not? We're crazy. All right, search and save. We're looking for the boo icon on the kids. Scare the kids? Let's see. Am I on the right track here? I know we've already saved the kids. They're $5. There's our boo. Oh no, it's $9. So what I expect that this means is that you would save $9 for the boo and an additional $5 if you wanted to scare the kids. So we're already going to have a $7 IOU. And that's a pretty hefty IOU. So as much as I love the idea of saving extra and scaring the kiddos, I think we're going to say no this time. The kids got off easy. They're not going to get scared. And we're going to use another IOU here to write $7. Woo, that's a big one. And we're going to put this in here. And mark off our boo. We're almost done with section 6. We just have another, and these are just a little bit higher numbers, what's left. And just like last time, we will take this and put it here in the envelope that we owe it for so that we don't forget where it goes. And add these large cards back into the shuffle because these just keep getting played until they're completed. We're going to put those away where they belong. And hey, $20 and we still got to play quite a bit. So I am happy. I had fun. It was a quick win, right? And we are getting very close to completing at least the sections of Spooky Box, and then we have these additional challenges left to play. So next week we'll definitely get to play Spooky Box if our budget allows. Which kind of brings me to my one last thing I want to say. If you're watching, you're new to my channel. We haven't really talked much about what my family's personal budget is, and to a certain extent, we're choosing to keep some of that private, right? We're going to share the pieces that we think will be helpful to others, but we're going to keep our lives as private as possible. That's just our preference. But what I can tell you is one of the biggest things I've learned since I started participating in this style of saving and this style of budgeting and watching other creators with their videos was that everybody's budget's different, right? So don't think that just because one week, I have $150 available to save, that's what it's like every week for us. And maybe it's never like that for you. But that's okay. As long as you are making progress, no matter how small or how large, you're making progress towards your goals. Those things, even when they are small, even when it's just $20, that money adds up. It will blow you away how quickly it adds up, right? I could have spent that $20 and gone and eaten out and gotten some fast food or something like that, or found some little thing online that I was convinced I had to have. But instead I saved it, right? And that's $20 that I didn't have saved yesterday. So don't ever get down on yourself if the amounts are smaller, or you're having a tighter week or a tighter month, or things are just challenging. Even if it's only a few dollars, save it. Go ahead, put it towards your goals. It will add up, I promise. And try hard to not compare yourself to other people. Everybody's lives are different, and I can promise you, even our budget and our family's budget has changed drastically over the years. There were times when times were just really tight and tough and stressful, and there are times when things seem to be less stressful. Either way, the point of what we're doing here is to help us prepare for the times when things are stressful or unexpected, so they don't catch us off guard as much as they do when you haven't prepared for them. So just see every little win as a win, because it absolutely is. It will add up, you will get there, and it will get better. All right. So with that, I'm done with the weekly savings challenges and our Spooky Box challenge. So our savings Sunday is coming to an end. If you liked what you saw, please, if you would, give the channel, or give the video a like. It really helps the channel out. We are trying to get out there. We're really trying to get our subscribers and our views up. It's really a big goal for us. So if you did like it, please take the second or two to like the video, please. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because that's also really helpful to the channel. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of our next video being posted. So as I mentioned before, we will be posting, I hope to get it done today, an introduction to the products that I'm soon to be launching, as in like tomorrow, launching in the Etsy shop. Their physical items, our very first time to launch physical items. They are Halloween, fall, and Christmas themed. I think they're great. I hope you like them as well. So be looking for that video. And then of course tomorrow is Monday Minis, which I am determined to get filmed on time this week and up for you to view. So I'm excited for both of those things. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really, really appreciate you. Y'all hang in there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.